Welcome to Sisanie's sofa. We are literally on my sofa right now, and I wanted to do something kind of fun today. We reached out to you on Twitter and asking you to basically call in and leave a little like voice bite of some advice you might want me to give to you. So by all means, I am not qualified medically or professionally to give advice, but here we go. So this is the first one that we got. I'm just gonna play it for you.
Hey Sisanie, my name's Clark. My wife and I have twins too, and as a husband I feel kind of helpless at times. I just want to know, what would be your advice for a husband of a mother of twins? What can I do to help out? Thank you.
This is weird because I'm not a husband, but I can tell you things that my husband does that just kind of like makes life a little bit easier. For starters, obviously I work mornings, so I'm up really, really early. From the moment the babies were like born, he kind of always dealt with the overnight feeding early on. They don't feed overnight anymore, but anytime there is a random like cry or outburst, or if he does have to go in there, like he'll deal with anything that happens overnight just so that I can get my sleep. And he handles the whole morning shift no matter what, because I'm for the most part not even here before they even get up sometimes. So even if I'm like getting ready or from the shower, like in the mornings, he will make sure that he will go. And actually, you know what? Can we call him? Let's call him. And maybe he can answer. Should we do FaceTime? Yes? Am I getting confirmation from everybody? FaceTime?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Make sure I look good. Hey. Okay, I have a question for you. Okay, so I got an advice from a dad who's a twin dad, new twin dad, and he's saying like, what can he do to be a better husband now that he's a new father of twins? And I was like trying to answer for you, but then I figured you could probably.
He has advice or he needs advice?
He needs advice. So what's like one thing you could tell him to do to be a better dad?
Father of twins, new dad. It's not one thing, but I'll give you a couple quick things. First of all, never assume that you can make up that the fact that she had the baby and you didn't. She had the baby. That was going to be the top of your mind. Not easy, and taking care of the kids really early on as quickly as you can so you can get them.
Wait, I'm losing you. With your audio's messing up. What?
So it's exhausting to take care of babies, and you need to help so that you can get perspective right away of what she's going through. Two, if you ever see that she's irrational, it's your clue that it's the hormones, so you've got to back off. Because there's she's going through all of these things, and you just have to understand that you can't understand.
Yeah, I really like that. You have to understand that you just can't understand.
Yeah,
okay.
and stop trying to make it sense, because we like to make sense of things, and it's just not going to work. And then I think the third thing is, if she carried the baby for 9 months with no choice, then you try helping at minimum as hard as you can for 9 months with no choice, because that way you can see perspective, and it gets hard and it's tough.
Yeah, that was one thing that I was saying. It's like you have to just be like all hands on deck, like really just get in there.
You gotta start
Don't be scared.
diapers right away. You gotta start helping. You gotta be just as tired as she is. You come home and you're like happy and energy, and she's like, what the hell? But it's true, because it's just really hard. You gotta be partners.
Thanks, babe. I agree. I concur. Okay, get back to work. Bye. Love you.
Bye. Love you. Bye.
Okay, so next question. Let's pull that up.
Hey Sisanie, I'm 25 years old and kind of just going back and forth with my career choices. At 25, is there anything you would tell yourself what you would change differently in your career path?
25. Oh, 25 is a really fun age, by the way. I love being 25. I met Michael when I was 25. So here's the thing. With me, it's a little different because I feel like at 25, I was doing something that I absolutely loved. I was essentially doing my dream job at 25, but it's also because I started really, really young. I started it in radio when I was 19 years old, but it doesn't matter what age you start things. It just matters like if you're actually like in the field or like in something that you think you want to do or that you're happy doing. So I would say patience is the number one thing to really consider during this process, and also work ethic. Like you have to give 110% at whatever it is that you're doing, even if you're just collecting the mail. You know what I mean? Like be the best mail collector in that position, because word will spread within the company that you do something great, or that you lend a hand here, you never say no to something, and then that basically turns into like, hey, like maybe we want to move you into this department, or maybe you want to go do this, or maybe we'll give you a chance and take a risk and have you do this big, whatever it is, you know? For me, I was 19 and I made peanuts. I couldn't really survive off what I was making at the time. I was supported still by my parents at the time, but I loved what I was doing. So I really didn't fall in love with my career because of the money. I fell in love with it because I just loved it. And then all of that comes later, as long as you kind of like put the work in. So I'm a huge advocate of like, pay your dues. They will pay off in the end. It could take 2 years, it could take 5 years, but if you really love what you're doing, sounds cliche-ish, you'll never work a day in your life. So honestly, I can go on and on when it comes to career advice, but ask me more questions, okay? We can do this all through Voice Bite. Look out for the hashtag off air with Sisanie. If you hear all this ruckus in the background, it's my kids, and that's just life. Okay, bye.